Hi everybody, Richard here. I hope everybody is well these last few days of the Dormition fast. I have some updates for you. There is a new version of the DCS app up on the Apple App Store with some really wonderful new features that I want to walk you through. And then I have some other updates to our library and to our services I want to show you. And then I want to remind you of some other updates that I've already told you about, including the new text and scores for Dormition, and then moving forward from there. So let's take a look. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is in the iPhone version of the app, and that's that. At long last, you can rotate your iPhone and view scores in landscape. How about that? So we're happy about that. Then, moving on to the iPad for the remainder of this demo, we've added a feature where if you are in the services calendar and you're looking at the list of dated services, wherever you are in that list, you can now tap today down in the lower right-hand corner of the calendar pane, and it will bring the entry for today's date into focus by scrolling to that as the very top. All right, moving on. Please note that we have, at your request, added the Tipica service on Sundays through at least the remainder of the year. We have changed the way that you can manipulate the text size in the DCS. So if you tap the small a, big A control down in the lower left-hand corner, you can increase or decrease the size, the display size of the text right there. Also, if you look at the media list for a given service, we've added some additional information in the display. Now you see the notation type, the language, and also the composer. Now the big deal. We have completely changed the way you can scroll between scores in the score pane for the DCS. So it used to be that if you pulled up or pulled down, it would load the previous service or the next service. No longer. Now, if the score is cached, you can now swipe left and right to navigate between scores. And I don't know about you, but for me at my parish, where the language split is 50-50, this is going to come in so handy because you'll be able to slide back and forth between Greek and English scores as you go, and it will work so much better than what we had previously. I am personally very excited about this functionality. And here's a use case that also lets me show you some new scores we have in our library. So for example, if you need to do a memorial, and at my parish, for example, we do memorials bilingually. So we now have brand new memorial scores in Greek in Byzantine notation. So just tap the Byzantine notation icon on the Greek side for a memorial, and you'll get those. And so now you can swipe back and forth between the Greek score and the English score for a service like a memorial. Just to clarify, although the Greek scores are listed under my name, that's simply because I created those scores. I didn't compose the material. These are simply the familiar melodies that pretty much everybody should know, but they get filed under my name just simply because they have to get put somewhere, and that's why. And so you can manipulate this in a number of different ways. If you go into the Media Manager and say you only want to view Byzantine scores, then you can just simply swipe back and forth left and right between Byzantine scores. You can do the same thing with staff notation scores. If you're in a situation like I have at my parish, where you have somebody who can read Byzantine notation and Greek, but then somebody who can read staff notation in English, then you can swipe back and forth between Greek Biz scores and English staff notation scores. This is functionality that hopefully makes everybody's lives significantly easier. And I showed you some of this last month, I think, but Father Seraphim has started to revisit some of his older translations for major feasts, including Transfiguration. There was some there were new translations for Transfiguration last week, and then Dormition is a major feast where Father Seraphim has done a stem to stern rethinking of his translation for the festal material, to simply reflect that he's a better translator now than he was the last time he did it, and he has a different way of doing things now than he once did, and he wants what we put up there to reflect the best he's able to do. So he has redone all of the metered hymns, all the prosomia. He's scored everything in both Byzantine and staff notation. The Eitmot Doxastikon he's left alone because he was pretty happy with that. But take a look and start to get familiar with that, so you can be sure to be prepared for Vespers this Friday evening, if you're doing Vespers, and certainly for Orthros and Liturgy this Saturday morning. Also note that if you look at Vespers full for Dormition this Friday evening, we have even for all of the Liti Idiomala, well, all but one of the Liti Idiomala, we have English language scores in both staff notation as well as Byzantine notation. So there's a lot there. There's a lot there to dig into, including new scores and translations for the Aposticha, for the Apolitikion, for the Prosomia at Matins, and so on. All right, I hope this is all helpful. As you prepare for Dormition services, if you have any questions or comments or feedback, please let me know. You can always reach me at Richard Barrett, RICHARD BARRETT, at agesinitiatives.org. I'd love to hear from you. And if Ages Ministry is a benefit to you and your parish's liturgical life, please consider supporting our ministry with a gift. You can make a gift very easily online, either via the donate button on this post or through PayPal. Or if there's another way you'd like to give, drop me a line and we can talk about it. All right, stay well, and we'll talk soon. Bye.